Hey, how's it going, everybody? Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com, and we're talking a little bit of Thursday opening round college basketball tournament action. Creighton and Louisville doing a battle in this one. Louisville about a 2.5-point favorite. I'll get to my thoughts on this game in just a minute. Real quick note, if you're not yet a member over at DocSports.com, it's a real cool way to give DocSports a trial run. You click on that link below the video, get yourself set up for the free $60 account, which you can then use on any of our daily packages over at DocSports. It's pretty much as simple as that. And again, it's a real cool way to give DocSports.com a trial run if you are not yet a member. Also wanted to mention that we do have action Thursday, Friday throughout the tournament in college basketball. Last year, if you want a little bit of a resume, 65% in the big dance, and we made $2,800. And I did not have a good conference tournament season this year, but we're still up in even 6,000, right on the nose in college basketball long term. So we'll look to do what we did last year in the big dance and hopefully hit over 60% of our numbers. And again, we do have a 7-unit going in the opening round. All that good stuff can be found on my homepage over at DocSports.com if you want to jump on board. All right, let's get to the battle between the Bluejays and the Cardinals. Again, Louisville laying 2.5 here, total 145.5. Louisville opened 3 in some shops, and then they dropped to 1, and now they're back up to 2.5. Both teams, I thought they both got jobbed a little bit by the NCAA with where they're seated. I thought they were both a little bit better than an 8 and a 9 seed, and I thought Creighton got doubly jobbed, for lack of a better phrase, having to play Louisville 70 miles away from the Cardinal campus, playing in Lexington, of course. The Blue Jays do shoot well, as always, but they don't get to the free throw line. One of my pet peeves when we get with some of these teams that are in the big dance, they don't drive, they don't draw fouls. That's a big issue for Creighton. They don't get to the free throw line. They also have serious turnover issues this year at both ends of the floor. And what I mean by that is their point guard, Ashworth, he's got a 22% turnover rate. And then defensively, Creighton is 361st out of 364 teams when it comes to forcing turnovers. Defensive turnover percentage is the metric. They also struggle on the offensive glass. There's not a lot of second chances with this team. So when they go into those little droughts, even though they're a really good shooting 2-point team, when they go into those droughts for a decent amount of time, they're not following up those missed shots with rebounds. They're just not good on the offensive glass. They've seen multiple players go down to injury starting way back early portion of this season. I think it was late November, early December, when they lost Pop Isaacs, who was going to be a big part of this team, Las Vegas kid. And now they might not have Fedor Zugic, who was injured over the weekend in the championship game of the Big East against St. John's. Hurt his ankle. He's questionable. He's the main guy who down the road a couple of years from now for Creighton on that roster is going to be a definite NBA player when you talk about Zugic. They might not have him. If he does play, we don't know if he's going to be anywhere close to 100% with that ankle. Louisville can't match Creighton's front court. We know that. Kalkbrenner has done an amazing job inside for the Blue Jays since he's been an over. And I'm concerned about that for Creighton. They also hit the glass pretty well. I just mentioned Creighton struggles, and they hold teams to less than 50% 2-point shooting. When you add it up, when you throw in close to their home court, 70 miles from home, I like Louisville to get the job done here, cover the number, and move on to the second round. So Louisville is my comp play for opening round action on Thursday. Again, check out all my plays on Thursday over at DocSports.com, whether it be NBA, where we're red hot, or college basketball. I'm Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com. Let's put him in the win column, everybody.